Hello, and welcome back to this comprehensive tutorial on a powerful productivity hack, automating your email workflow with Perplexity AI. This is going to be an incredibly detailed and thorough guide on automating your entire email workflow by connecting your Gmail account directly to Perplexity using the power of artificial intelligence. Now, before we begin diving into the actual tutorial, you need to make sure that you have a few things ready. First, you need to have an active Perplexity account. Second, you need to have a Gmail account that you want to connect. And, of course, third, you need to have full access rights to your Gmail account, meaning you need to know your password and have the ability to authorize applications. So, first of all, let's go to the Perplexity website. Open up your web browser, whether that's Chrome, Firefox, Safari, Edge, or whatever browser you prefer, and let's search for Perplexity AI in your web browser's search bar. Go ahead and select the official Perplexity website from the search results. Perfect. This takes you directly to the Perplexity web interface, which is clean, modern, and very user-friendly. Now you'll see options to sign in or create a new account. You can click Continue with Google to sign in using your existing Google account, or you can use your iCloud account if you prefer. For this tutorial, I'm going to be signing in with my Google account, so let me just click that button. Now, it's important to understand that Perplexity offers a free version that gives you access to many powerful features, and you can also upgrade to Perplexity Pro, where you get to select from top AI models for every single query and gain access to advanced tools like the research feature and the lab's experimental features. But here today, we're not focusing on research or general search capabilities or the lab's features. We're specifically here to set up and configure the Gmail connector, which is what's going to enable all of this amazing email automation functionality. So the very first thing you need to understand is what exactly the Gmail connector is and what it does. Basically, you can think of it as a bridge, a secure connection that links your Perplexity AI directly with your Gmail account. Once this connector is properly enabled, it will allow Perplexity to interact with your email in several highly meaningful and useful ways.
Let me break down the specific capabilities you'll gain. First, you have email search and retrieval functionality. This means that Perplexity can search through your entire inbox using natural language queries, finding specific email threads, conversations, and information that might be buried deep in your message history. You don't need to remember exact dates or subject lines. You can just ask in plain English. Second, you can compose emails with AI assistance. You can ask Perplexity to draft emails based on your instructions, with the AI understanding the context, the appropriate tone, and the purpose of your communication. It can write professional business emails, casual personal messages, or anything in between. Third, you can actually send emails directly through Perplexity. Once you've reviewed and approved the drafted message, Perplexity can send emails directly from your Gmail account without you having to open Gmail at all. You can manage your entire Gmail account without actually opening the Gmail interface in your browser or app. And fourth, you also have calendar integration built right in. This calendar access allows Perplexity to check your availability, schedule meetings automatically, manage your calendar events, and help you coordinate your time more effectively. It's essentially like having a personal assistant that's completely free and available to you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So why would you actually want to connect your Gmail to Perplexity? What are the real-world benefits? Well, let me tell you, this is going to allow you to save massive amounts of time. Just imagine if you have to deal with hundreds of emails every single day. You can simply ask Perplexity to find specific information, specific emails from specific people, or emails about specific topics, and it will do all that searching for you instantly. It also dramatically improves your email quality. Because you have AI-assisted composition, it helps you craft clearer, more professional, more effective emails with the appropriate tone and structure for whatever situation you're in. Whether you're writing to your boss, a client, a colleague, or a friend, Perplexity can help you strike the right tone.
Now I want to get into the main part of this tutorial, which is actually setting up the connection. So I'm going to navigate to the account settings.
To do this, click on your account icon. You'll find it in the bottom left corner of the Perplexity interface. It's your circular profile icon or avatar. Go ahead and tap on it to open up your account menu. Now from this menu, we're going to go to Connectors. Click on that option. Perfect. So now we can see the Connectors interface, which shows you all the available integrations that Perplexity offers. Right now, Perplexity has two main available connectors that you can use. You have your Gmail with Calendar connector, which is what we're setting up today, and you also have a WhatsApp connector, which is another powerful feature, but not what we're focusing on in this tutorial. So we are going to now go ahead and enable the Gmail connector. Just click the Enable button next to Gmail with Calendar. Now you'll see the connector overview page, which explains exactly what this connector will allow you to do. Let me read through this carefully so you understand what you're authorizing. You'll be able to search your emails, read your calendar, draft and send emails, manage and monitor your inbox, create and update calendar events, and importantly, the data is retrieved from and written back to Gmail and Google Calendar whenever you make a query in Perplexity. This is really important to understand. Perplexity isn't storing all your emails permanently on their servers. Instead, it accesses your Gmail in real time when you ask it to do something, performs the action you requested, and then that's it. This is much more secure and privacy-conscious than some other approaches. So now, click Add Connector to continue with the setup process. Then select the specific email account you want to connect. If you have multiple Google accounts, you'll be able to choose which one you want to use. Now you'll see that Perplexity is seeking permission to access certain information from your Google account. It's asking to allow Perplexity to access your name and your email address. This is standard for any OAuth integration. Go ahead and click Continue to proceed. Now we see a detailed list of exactly what the Perplexity connector can access. I want to go through each of these permissions carefully so you understand exactly what you're granting. I'm going to select all of them because we want the full functionality, but let me explain what each permission means. First, it can see and download contact information that's automatically saved in your Other Contacts folder. Then it can see and download your regular contacts from your Google Contacts. It can see the list of group calendars that you're subscribed to. It can also add and remove group calendars that you're subscribed to if you ask it to. It can view and edit events on all of your calendars. It can view your calendar availability, which is crucial for scheduling meetings intelligently. It can see and download any calendar you could access using your Google Calendar. This includes shared calendars from colleagues or family members. Most importantly, for email functionality, it can read, compose, and send emails from your Gmail account. And finally, if you're using Google Workspace for your organization, it can see and download your organization's Google Workspace directory, which is helpful for finding colleague email addresses.
All of these permissions are necessary for the full email automation functionality we want, so we're just going to click Continue after enabling all of these permissions. Perfect. So now we have successfully enabled our Gmail with Calendar connector. You can see it's now showing as active and connected. Let's go back to the main chat interface so we can start testing this connection and see it in action. Now, I want you to understand the difference between a Google Workspace account, which is what businesses and organizations use, and a personal Gmail account. The connection process works exactly the same way for both types of accounts, but sometimes there can be slight differences in what permissions are available depending on your account type and your organization's security settings. So now, let's move on to confirmation and testing to verify that the connection is working properly. Let me type in a query to test the email search functionality. I'm going to type, "Show me emails from Bridget in the last week." Emails from Bridget in the last week. Okay, so it's telling me there are no emails from Bridget in the last week. That's fine. It might be that I don't actually have any emails from someone named Bridget, or perhaps the spelling is different. But the important thing is that Perplexity is clearly searching my Gmail, which means the connection is working. Let me try a different query. Let me just say, "Show me my last 10 emails." Excellent. Now we can see that it's showing me my 10 most recent emails, starting with the newest ones. They're all red and mostly from today or recent days. I can see various emails here: security alert from Google, LinkedIn job alert, Uber Commute Alert, an ngrok AI newsletter, Pinecone December Global Newsletter, AWS reInvent Best of Education, LinkedIn Notifications, University of Ghana Carol 9th Post, Uber First 2 Safety Tips, and a LinkedIn recommendation to follow Bill Gates. So we can see that this is working practically and perfectly. The email search functionality is clearly functioning as intended. Now let's test the email composition feature, which is where things get really exciting. I'm going to ask Perplexity to draft an email for me. Let me give it some context. I'll say, draft a follow-up email regarding a job application. Keep it professional, polite, and concise. Include a clear subject line and a courteous closing.
Perfect. Now I can see that Perplexity is drafting our email right before our eyes. Look at this. It's created a proper subject line, it has a professional heading with a proper greeting, and now we can see the body of the email. The email is well-structured, polite, and professional. It's even giving us multiple options and variations that we can choose from, which is incredibly helpful. Now, the next thing I want to do is actually ask Perplexity to send this email. So let's see if it can do that. I'm going to type, "Send this email." Let me hit Enter and see what happens. Enter and see what happens. Interesting. It's saying that before it can send the email, it needs a few more details. It's asking, what's the position and role you're applying for? So this is Perplexity being smart and making sure the email is as specific and relevant as possible before sending it. Let me provide those details. The position is Manager, and it's asking for my phone number to include in the email. I'll provide that. +233, this is my phone number. It's asking if I want to include this in my LinkedIn profile. For now, I don't want to do that, so I'll just click Continue. Perfect. Now Perplexity is showing me exactly what it's going to send, the complete email with all the details filled in. This is a really important safety feature because you can review everything before it actually goes out. You can refine the wording right here in this window if you want to make any changes. Otherwise, if you're happy with it, just click Send. Excellent. Send. Excellent. I can see the confirmation, email sent. And it's giving me all the details. The subject line is Follow-up on Submitted Application. It was sent on Wednesday, December 17, 2025 at 11:20 a.m. GMT regarding the Manager position application. It's telling me I can check my Sent folder for the full details and asking if I'd like to send another email or make any adjustments. Now let's actually go to Gmail and verify that this email was indeed sent. Let me open up Gmail in another tab. Here we are in my Gmail inbox. I'm going to navigate to the Sent folder to confirm.
And yes, there it is. I can see the sent email to this particular recipient. The email is sitting right there in my Sent folder exactly as Perplexity showed me. This demonstrates conclusively that Perplexity can search emails, compose new emails with AI assistance, and also send emails directly from your Gmail account. This is incredibly powerful. Now, let's also test the calendar integration functionality to make sure that's working properly too. I'm going to try some calendar-related queries. Let me ask, what's on my calendar tomorrow? It's searching my calendar, and it has found no events scheduled for tomorrow. That's perfectly fine. It just means my calendar is clear for that day. But the important thing is that it successfully searched my calendar. Let me try another query. I'll ask, when is my next meeting?
Still no upcoming meetings.
Now, let's actually schedule a meeting to really test this functionality thoroughly. I'm going to say, schedule a meeting on Tuesday. That's next week. Let me be more specific. Schedule a meeting with Jake next week, Tuesday. Perfect. Perplexity is now processing this request. It should be able to read my calendar events to find an available time and create a new calendar event as requested. I can see it's showing me Jake as one of my contacts and asking me to confirm. Let me click Confirm. Now it's asking me to adjust the meeting details, the time and duration. Let me set this as a 1-hour meeting at a convenient time. Okay, let me click Schedule to finalize this. Excellent! The meeting has been successfully scheduled. Now what I want to do is verify that this actually worked. Let me ask again, when is my next meeting? And there we go. It's telling me the meeting is scheduled for next week, Tuesday, the 23rd. I can see all the details. It's a 1-hour meeting scheduled for next week, Tuesday, just as I requested. So this confirms that Perplexity can not only read our calendar events, but can also create new events and manage our schedule. This is absolutely fantastic.
Now, let me share some best practices for using the Gmail and Perplexity integration effectively. When you're searching for emails, be as specific as possible with your date ranges and sender information. The more specific you are, the better results you'll get. Reference attachments when relevant. For example, you can say, "Find emails with PDF attachments from my manager." You can also combine multiple criteria to narrow down what you're looking for effectively, like, "Find unread emails from my manager in the last week that mentioned the project proposal." For email composition, always provide as much context as possible to help Perplexity understand what kind of email you want to create. Always review emails before sending them. This is crucial. Even though the AI is very good, you should always read through what it's written to make sure it accurately represents what you want to say. You can iterate and refine the emails if needed. If the first draft isn't quite right, just ask Perplexity to adjust it. You can also specify formatting requirements, like write an email with 3 bullet points highlighting our key benefits. Now, let's talk about privacy and security best practices. This is really important. You should periodically review the connected apps in your Google account settings to ensure you're still comfortable with the access level you've granted. Google makes this easy. You can go to your Google account security settings and see all connected applications. Avoid using this integration for highly sensitive communications that require extra security measures. For example, if you're dealing with confidential business information, proprietary data, or legally sensitive matters, you might want to handle those emails manually rather than through AI assistance. Monitor your activity regularly. Check your Gmail sent folder periodically to verify that only your intended emails are being sent via Perplexity and nothing is being sent without your knowledge or approval. Understand how your data is being used. Remember that Perplexity processes your email content in order to provide these AI features. The company has to read your emails to be able to search them, compose responses, and help you manage your inbox. If you're dealing with regulated industries or highly confidential information, avoid connecting those accounts unless you've thoroughly reviewed Perplexity's compliance certifications and privacy policies. For example, if you work in healthcare, finance, or government, there may be specific regulations like HIPAA, FINRA, or government security clearances that restrict what you can do with third-party AI tools. Now let me share some powerful productivity strategies that you can use with this setup. You can create email templates for common types of messages you send frequently. For example, you could say, "Save this as my weekly status update template," and then reuse it. You can do batch processing of emails. For instance, you could say, "Summarize all unread emails from today and categorize them by urgency," or "Find all emails from clients this week and create a summary report." This brings us to the end of this particular tutorial. Thank you so much for following along with this incredibly in-depth, detailed guide on connecting Gmail to Perplexity. You are now fully equipped to handle your email much more effectively, efficiently, and intelligently. You're going to save tremendous amounts of time and dramatically reduce the mental overhead and cognitive load of inbox management. This is going to transform the way you work with email, making you more productive, more organized, and more responsive to important communications. I hope you found this tutorial valuable and comprehensive. Happy automating, and I'll see you in the next tutorial. Bye-bye.